Razer Deathadder Essential or Logitech G102. If you've got medium to large hands or you game for hours, the smaller G102 can start feeling cramped and leave your hand tired. But if your hands are on the smaller side and you want an extra button plus brighter RGB, the bigger Deathadder might be more mouse than you need. I'll make it clear which one fits your hand and how you play. Let's get into it. Let's start with the thing that decides this for most people: the shape. The Deathadder is the bigger, more ergonomic mouse, with a taller hump that fills your palm and rubber side grips that give you real control. If you've got medium to large hands and you play for hours, this is the one that keeps your hand relaxed instead of clenched. People who own it keep saying the same thing. It just fits, especially for palm grip. The G102 goes the other way. It's smaller, flatter, lighter at around 85 grams, and it shines for claw and fingertip grip on smaller to average hands. But if your hand is big, that low profile starts feeling cramped after a while, and that's exactly where the fatigue creeps in. So this one's simple. Bigger hands and long sessions, the Deathadder fits the hand better. Smaller hands and a lighter feel, the G102. That comfort only matters if the tracking holds up when you actually play. And here, honestly, they're closer than the spec sheet makes it look. The G102 lists up to 8,000 DPI, the Deathadder up to 6,400. But real talk, nobody games at those numbers. Both run a 1,000 Hz polling rate, both track cleanly for FPS and everyday cursor work. The G102 is lighter, so fast swipes and low-sens flicks feel a touch snappier. The Deathadder, being heavier at around 96 grams, feels more planted, which some low-sense players actually prefer. One thing worth flagging: there's a stray opinion mentioning the G102 sensor stuttering on very fast glides, but it reads like a one-off unit, not a pattern. For most people, both are good enough for gaming, and neither will hold your aim back. Now the part budget buyers actually worry about: will it last? This is where you have to be straight with yourself. Both of these are budget mice, and both use switches that can develop the dreaded double-click or scroll wheel issues over time. On the Deathadder, the most consistent reports point to the scroll wheel jittering after a year or so on some units, though plenty of people get years out of theirs. On the G102, it's a similar story. The community reports scroll wheel and click problems showing up somewhere around the 1 to 2 year mark for a subset of owners. And look at what David says about the G102. "I've been using this for years, and it's honestly the best mouse I've ever had. The build quality is excellent, and it feels like it'll last many more years. I use it for both work and gaming, and it handles both perfectly. So it clearly can go the distance. But neither of these is bulletproof. Treat both as great value that might need replacing down the line, not a forever purchase. And if this comparison is helping you sort it out, subscribe. Your support is what keeps these deep comparisons coming. On buttons, the difference is small. The G102 gives you 6 programmable buttons. The Deathadder 5. Both remap everything and handle on-the-fly DPI switching through software. Logitech's G Hub or Razer Synapse. That extra button on the G102 is nice for a browser shortcut or a macro, but it's not going to make or break your decision. Both are wired, so there's no battery or latency to argue about. Just plug and play. The Deathadder's cable is a bit stiffer and can drag without a bungee, while the G102's thinner cable is more forgiving. On the RGB, the G102 is the showpiece with full light sync lighting across the body. 16.8 million colors. The works. The Deathadder keeps it understated with a single color logo, which honestly looks more at home in an office. Which brings us to what you pay. Both sit in a similar budget range, and the G102 usually comes in a touch cheaper and goes on discount more often. For the money, the G102 packs in more flash, an extra button, brighter RGB, lighter frame. The Deathadder asks a little more, but gives you the bigger, more ergonomic shape and those grippy sides. What you're really paying for is comfort versus features. One leans into hand, fit for long sessions, the other into a lighter, feature-packed package for less. Here's the call. There's no single winner here, and I won't fake it. This one comes down to your hand and how you play. If you've got medium to large hands or you grind long sessions, buy the Deathadder. That bigger shape and those grippy sides keep your hand relaxed where the G102 starts to cramp. If your hands run smaller, or you want a lighter frame with an extra button and full RGB for less, the G102 is the better buy. The G102 usually goes on discount more often. So if you're stretching the budget, wait for a sale on that one. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below with the current price.